going to talk about subdividing. So by the end of this video, by the end of this tutorial, I am hopeful and optimistic that you are going to, one, actually start working with a metronome, and two, understand how to start working with a metronome and do it at a decent level. Okay, my name is Chris, and I hope I've caught you early on in your flamenco Spanish guitar journey. Thanks for joining me here. This video is brought to you by all my Patreon subscribers. For all of you, I am going to be uploading another supplemental video to this where we're going to go through some great musical examples, how to put this to some flamenco music. For those of you joining me here today, I want to talk about this. Let's get the technique part. We're not going to spend a lot of time here because we're working on the skill, again, of subdividing and understanding rhythm. So put your second finger, your middle finger, on the third string, second fret, pointer finger on the second string, first fret, and we're going to leave the high E string open. You're going to put your right or picking hand thumb on the third string, index finger on the second string, and your middle finger on the high E string. Okay? You do not have to, if you don't like doing that, if you find a different way of plucking this that feels better for you, then do that, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 sets of 3 with just our thumb. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. The second 2 sets of 3 are going to be with our thumb and index. The third 2 sets of 3 are going to be with thumb, index, middle, thumb, index, middle. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then the fourth set of 2 sets of 3, I think I'm confusing myself here. Hopefully I'm not confusing you. Anyway, so we're going to go thumb, index, middle, index. And that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, that intro, I played it at 72 beats per minute, 7/2 on the metronome, okay? We're going to go back through this, and I'm going to count while I do it. I want you to really focus on that thumb is always on the beat. So we're going to go through. The first subdivision is quarter notes. The second subdivision is eighth notes. The third is triplets, and the fourth is 16th notes. And you can listen to how I would recommend counting it. I like that way because it will help you keep track of the beats. So we want to do 2 sets of 3 beats, and you need to know where you are in that time, okay? So that will help, this way of counting will help you do that. All right, so I'm going to count to 3, and then on the next one, we'll come in, okay? Feel free to play along. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 1. All right. Then you loop back. So this is a flow that I've created for you, a little flow exercise. So there's a couple of challenges here. You have to recognize, because I can't see you, I can't help you diagnose the challenges you're having. So if we look at a mechanical challenge, maybe the triplets or any of this could be too fast for you. So 72 might not be your tempo, your go-to start tempo, all right? So now you have a point, okay, does that feel comfortable? Can I do each of these subdivisions at 72? If not, now you know that you can slow it down, okay? What we need to do eventually is build up a flow where you can go seamlessly between those different subdivisions. But at first, you might mechanically just need to be able to dial that in and be able to figure out where you can play it. So maybe you can play the quarter notes at 72, eighth notes at 72, triplets you have to play at 65, and 16th notes you have to play at 60. So now you know. That's what's wonderful about using, another wonderful thing about the metronome. No, I'm not selling metronomes, but they give you an actual number to work with. So that way you can, it's not, I just want to get better at guitar, or I can't play as fast as a song, but you're not thinking about an actual number. When you have the metronome, you go, well, the song is played at 100, I can play it at 80, so now I just start building it up. So it really helps you put a goal, helps you measure your goal, okay? So that's another benefit of using the metronome. So it could be a mechanical challenge you're having. So if it's a mechanical challenge, we all have it, no worries about that. So now you can at least put a number and be able to, if, like, say I said 16th note at 60 beats per minute, then bring the quarter notes down and the eighth notes and the triplets. Those are all going to feel easy at that point. And then just work until you can get your 16th notes faster, and then you can bring it all up together, okay? Very good. So it could be that, or it could be a rhythmic skill challenge. I have a whole process that I go into in a very methodical and profound way with my private students on how to do this. But basically, it's aligning with this click. If you're having a challenge hearing the click, I would encourage you to sit there and count with it without the guitar. Okay? Take the time without the guitar and just sit there and count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then count through all the subdivisions. You know how to do it. Write it out. Write some notes on how to do that. Go back to just a little bit ago. Write it out. Practice saying it, and while that click is going, that's going to help you. Trust me, it will help you. Then I would recommend doing what you can. Do the quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, and I would recommend saying it while you play it. Why do I recommend this? Because it will help you self-monitor when you get out. I have found that my students get a lot more benefit if they're saying it as they play it to help them figure out that they've lost the metronome, they've lost the click, okay? It's not easy. It's not easy to stay in time at first. It will get easier, but you need as much as support as you can get, and usually as solo flamenco guitarists, we're practicing on our own and we have no way to monitor. So that's number one, and it's a good skill to have, to be able to count while you play. Will you always do that? No, it's just a great tool to have, and it really helps you self-monitor and self-assess. The other thing that you can do is record yourself, audio or video, and listen back, okay? Next, if it is a timing thing, I recommend if you fall out of time, don't try to speed up or slow down and fix it. Just stop, okay? The next thing, that after you stop, because you got out, make sure to count along with the metronome and give yourself a count in to get back in. The next little tip and trick I have is that, remember, I created a flow, but that doesn't mean that you have to do it all at once right now. So if you are challenged by one specific subdivision, whether it be technically or rhythmically, then focus on that one. Spend more time. The next tip or trick I would have for you is then with this, you're going to start being able to red flag challenges for yourself. I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of my experience has shown me that the biggest challenge that students have is the eighth note to triplet change, okay? So that might be something you want to focus on, all right? So if you sit there and go, okay, now I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and triple it. Back to eighth notes. Triple it. Eighth notes. So now I'm doing one measure of each. So I compressed it. I made it so that it was only one measure, one set of 3 beats per subdivision between eighth notes and triplets to really focus on that challenge. I highly recommend you do that. Okay, so hopefully I've convinced you that the metronome is important. Being able to subdivide is important. There are lots of great instrumentalists out there that are not playing in time. So they can play lots of great stuff. They learn stuff. I think maybe not out there performing. That's the big leap, is that if you want to get out and perform and be with other people, then it's the time, it's rhythm, okay? The metronome is scary because now all of a sudden rhythm can be scary for people. You learn notes, you learn all the notes, but you don't put them in the right time. This is it. This is what you got to do, and it's kind of, if you've been putting it off, it is very off-putting to have to go back and relearn something and put it in time. So I just recommend, I encourage you to have a little grace and patience with yourself. It will be totally worth it to just step back, start, slow, going little by little through your music and putting it in the proper time, get the right note values. It makes all the difference, okay? All right, so let me know if you have any questions at all. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you find it beneficial. Let me know if you have any challenges or if anything that I've shown here has been beneficial that you're like, man, that really helped. Please just get the metronome. Put a little time, even if you just go, okay, I'm just going to do quarter notes. And do that a little bit every day. Just try to align yourself with that click, okay? I guarantee it will pay off. This is critical information or critical skills to have as a musician, okay? From now on, promise me that you won't just learn the notes. You will learn the notes where they fall in time and have that proper set. Like I consider it, it's like over a grid, okay? That notes how they fall over the grid, that pulse grid, and make sure that you know where everything falls, okay? The more work that you do with this exercise, because it covers the big four, the quarter notes, the eighth notes, the triplets, and 16th notes. The more work you spend knowing those, that's the foundation of all subdivisions, of all rhythmic subdivisions. There are more complex ones, but pretty much they're just extensions of those, the basic four, okay? Or they're like combining them, all right? So if you get a real solid handle on those four, you are pretty much golden. Now, for example, you start listening to a piece of music and you go, okay, I can hear that there's quarter notes for these beats. I can hear eighth notes. I can hear a triplet and a 16th note. But then this beat, I don't know. Hey, but at least you narrowed it down. Now you know exactly where the problem is. You know, and then you start doing the pulse. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you hear over beat 3. I don't know what they're doing there, but I know what they're doing on 1, 2, 3 is a guess, and then 4, I know what happens. And so then as you listen to it more, you start understanding how to subdivide it, okay? But we need to have that foundation. Again, let me know if you have any questions. I'm here for you. I appreciate hearing from you. I hope you really enjoyed this. I do also want to let you know I've got the Daily Dozen, the top 12 techniques every flamenco guitarist needs to be practicing every day. You should get this. It's a downloadable PDF. It's free. It's available. The link's below. Hopefully the link is up here. And I super appreciate you liking and subscribing for the channel. And and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'm here for you. I'll get back as soon as possible. And sometimes, because of a question that you have, I can make a video for it. So happy to help in any way I can. Reach out to me any way you want, okay? Take care. Have a great day. Enjoy the work. Get that metronome out. Embrace the metronome. Embrace the metronome. Okay.